this is Karen Elizabeth of KarenElizabeth.com, and today I'm coming to you with the next in the series of 10 things that you need to give up in order to move forward. Let's begin with number 2. In order to move forward, we must give up the shame of past failures. I tell you, I am experiencing this right now. I am a person who got divorced. And divorce to society is being rated as even worse than the death of a spouse. When you have to give up a covenant that you've made with someone, it is almost worse than the death of that person. But the point of it is, I saw my marriage as a failure to stay with something. I have that experience, and I could choose, which I did. I chose the worst way. I chose sitting in my room and trying to figure out what I did wrong, how I could repair it, freaking out because I didn't know what I was going to do now. And then knowing that the friends that I had had and the acquaintances that I had and my neighbors, in my mind, all I could see is that they were looking at me as though I were a failure, that I was not the kind of person that they would want to hang around with. Now, mostly, probably because in the back of my mind, if I saw someone who was divorced, before I was divorced, if I saw someone or if I knew somebody who got divorced, I was thinking, what did they do wrong? Like, how come they're not together? And I kind of didn't have an open mind or an understanding about what they were going through. So I felt shame over my divorce. And in this way, it kept me from moving forward for many years. And in my book, Branding You, the Brand New You, I talk about that, about marriage failure and how I had to change my mind and had to rethink my idea about what life will be like not being married. You know, your past does not equal your future. Your future should be much better because of the accumulation of knowledge along the way. You know, Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, what they would do is when they would try some experiment and it wouldn't work, they wouldn't say, this doesn't work. They would say, that's one way that it doesn't work, which leaves now less opportunities to have to discover what doesn't work. You know, when we're married and our marriage fails, we kind of know what went wrong. We kind of know what we did to bring that marriage to that point. And so we know if we're to be married again, what marriage could be like now, knowing that what we had done doesn't work. So our past does not equal our future. All that matters is what you do right now. And what you do right now is you hold on to the good and you let go of the bad. Now, what do I mean by that? I know that I am not wholly a bad person, but in my personal experiences, I did not respect my spouse. And the reason I didn't respect him is because I didn't really like some of the things that he did. They bugged me. He wasn't like me enough. I just saw that. I saw that. I thought, if I could just find someone who was more like me, that it would be better. But in the meantime, what did I have to do? I had to change the way I thought about myself. And that's what I've had to do. And it began with not looking at the opinions of others, like I shared with you before, that would control my life. But I had to look at who I knew I wanted to be and who I am and the good that I am, the good person that I am, and the good things that I have done. And that gets into being thankful for the things that I am and for the things that I have done. So we must remember that we should not be ashamed of past failures, but we need to let go of them and remember that we are growing and evolving, and we are learning from the past so that our future is going to be better and better. Remember, it is not what you do in your life that matters most, but it is in who you become along the way. So today, let go of that shame of your failures of the past, whether in relationship, whether in business, whether in lifestyle, whether in addictions or attitudes. Let go and look forward and dream and begin, if you haven't, to write down some dreams and visions of what you would like your future to be like. Give yourself a boost. Now, you may not have had others in your life give this to you and nurture you and cherish you and build you up. Some of you may. Some of you may just need a little boost here. Some of you really may need a big old overhaul. Okay? I feel like I needed kind of a lot of the overhaul because my negative mindset really did keep me from experiencing the best in life, mostly because I was kind of a perfectionist. I wanted the best, and when I didn't have it, it frustrated me. And so every day I just take control more of my own mindset, and I love myself, and I help myself to feel good right now. Right now. Look at what matters to you and do that right now. Okay, so that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm coming to you with a little bit about indecision. So I look forward to talking to you again. Have an awesome day. This is Karen Elizabeth of KarenElizabeth.com.